We're just gonna be jamming while the game loads in, guys. How's it going? Hey Dono guy. Welcome to the Alpine Odyssey loading stream. Might be 10 minutes, might be 2 hours by the time we get into the game. Oh. Thought it froze for a second. You know, it's happy Sunday, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Everyone returning back to work on Monday, I'm sorry. Or school. Suppose it depends. Never a good sign when that Ferris wheel stops spinning, guys. Working this morning was pretty chill. There you go. Hopefully the synth wave helps. Finger for miso and rice. Yeah, no. Like, if we were in Japan right now, Raptor, you know, we'd be waking up to this. Using some sort of film only device to film some movies. Make them look all 80s. Because let's face it, Japan just feels like 80s, 90s, forever. Oh my god. There it is. It's Alpine Odyssey, everyone. We're here. It's been so long. I have forgotten what it looks like. Happy to say that it still chugs. Whoosh. Here we are, here we are, here we are. Does my horse have no legs? Looking pretty good. Oh man, I honestly scheduled this without any clue as to what to make. So I guess we'll just kind of hop into working on the new steel roller coaster that's back here. Can you please print out pictures of the park and point to them with a stick instead? Arigatou gozaimasu. Ato. Yeah, come in a sec. Toll booth. Still looking pretty good for being 4 years old, basically. Look at all this. Glorious parking lot. And the good old member parking section. Manuel, Kevin DeVos. Actually, that's donation. This is all the hey look, it's the pilot guy. It's that guy right there. Huh? We know who this guy is. Silent Night. Crazy parking lot where it all began, everyone. And you know what? One day this thing will be done. One day it'll be done. So, let's hop into it, yeah? Let's get some things done. I'm gonna bring up some reference images of the Hippodrome. Oh, I need a larger image than that. In fact, I might show you guys what we're looking at here. Display, capture, boop. Turn that on. Full size, large. So this is the theming around our coaster here. So I'm gonna try and implement. That one might be good. Open a new tab. But it's gonna be a little bit in ruins due to everything. It's pretty much the only way to get a coaster to fit into one of these anyways. I had to kind of break it up. Now that's an amphitheater. Chariot course. That one might work. Open a new tab. Always get your reference earlies, you know? Now this is a current one, I suppose. So I'll use that to maybe get some colors, since everything else seems to be a little bit more black and white. Okay. All right, there we go. I think that'll be enough. My other monitor. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I technically recorded a whole episode of building this queue and everything, but didn't ever really release it. I need to copy this horse first. Let's work on the queue and kind of clean that up and finish it up. Let's pop into here. More filters. We're gonna go pretty much main game only because that's what Alpine Odyssey is. All right, we'll copy this over. And we'll probably change the pose of this horse, won't we, huh? I think that makes sense. What do you guys think of these horses? I think they're pretty cool. Gonna also, I think, drag them forward, to be honest. I think they're a little too close to the Chariot. And the Chariot might need to get a little bit bigger, but honestly, I was looking at pictures of them and they kind of look like they're smaller than I always thought they were. But we could elongate this one and see how it attaches to these guys here. All right, so left horse. probably only have one rearing up, and the other one will probably go downwards, to be honest. Just to change up the height level there. Well detailed for sure? Yep, I think so. Who knew that you could use Planet Coaster as a straight up 3D modeling software, right? Alright, so we lowered the back a bit. Let's get the head more forward on this one. Leave the upper part a little bit more straight. I don't think they bob their head too much as they do just move their neck in a way. Surprised you have the willpower to open the game again. Yeah, it's alright. I'll live. And look, you know, I still do want to finish this thing, so this is just part of it. This is just how to get things done. Gotta work on it even if you're not quite 100% there yet. Let's get this hoof over. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. How long did it take you? We started it. I started the stream right when I hit resume save. So honestly, it probably only took like 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, Planet Coaster is on my SSD. So, you know, it does load surprisingly quick for the park size. I'm sure other people, if they try and load in, will have some trouble in that regard. I'm just trying to get these guys, you know, these horses, you know, I want them to be similar, but not quite identical, you know. They're never gonna really work in exact tandem like that anyways. So we're gonna try lowering one arm, and maybe we'll raise this one. So how's everyone's Sunday? Well, hopefully pretty chill. I feel like we're missing an ear. There we go. Super chill. Good. Battle wound. Maybe angle this guy's tail in a little bit more of a dynamic pose. And there you go. We got, hey Mr. Semi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Also, Silent, we looked at the beginning of the stream, and you know, you and Pilot Guy, you guys still get your reserved parking here. You know, Pilot Guy is here, Silent's here. All that stuff's still there after so many years. You missed the Stonehearth. Stonehearth is a good game. I like it. We have more Going Medieval though, coming out this week, so if you're interested in that, definitely check out those videos. Very similar to Stonehearth, but maybe slightly more reminiscent of RimWorld, if you like that as well. Alright, let me, since we're working on this, I'm gonna just make sure my Chariot image here makes sense. Yeah, like every sculpture, the Chariot seems to be pretty small. But then some of them, the Chariot's way bigger. So, you know, I think it's a little bit more of an artistic license with the Chariots. But I'm gonna go ahead and make ours a bit longer and spacious. And over here too. I don't think we need to go wider. Because honestly, you would think you would want these things to be pretty snug. Boom. Alright, how do these things connect? That's the question. I'm gonna be like super rusty, everyone, by the way. My bad. But like, I'm gonna forget where parts are. I'm going to forget really how to make a lot of this stuff. So forgive me in that sense. You know what, this one actually is pretty detailed. Hey Jokeless, how's it going? I feel like I need to go shapes. I need some shapes. for the bridles and stuff. Flat. Circle. Alpine Odyssey is back. It's been amazing. It's been so long. Yeah, you know, just decided to do a stream today of it. It's not going to be back all the time, so keep that in mind. But for today, it will be here. So it really looks like that they used essentially this very heavy connection port to the Chariot. Probably because, you know, you want that to be well secured and supported by the horse, so the horse doesn't get you know, too much of it weight-wise. I'm going to move this over to there. The massive tile sets, the bridle is going to be a challenge. Well, I just really had to reference it. I don't have to get it exactly right, which is the nice thing. And I can clip things into the horse to kind of help hide stuff, to make things look thinner or bigger, kind of depending. Since luckily the horse has some girth to her, you know. Like this upper ring is a little bit thinner than everything else, and then maybe we can just something like this. Girth is a strange word to say. Yeah, you know. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks like a solid, freaking toilet seat cover, just broken on this thing here. But that's okay. Get that down to there. And I'm honestly not probably going to get the whole bridle and thing on there. I think that might be a little too much if I did that. So I just might reference some of that, and then maybe some of the reins kind of coming through. This one's not sitting right either. There we go. Change the color to wood. Well, I mean, there's wooden toilet seats. Those exist. I hope you know. But I can't change the texture. So even if I change the color, You know, I might go like a darker tone just to separate it from the horses itself. I think this clamp needs to kind of actually have a gap in it, but due to how thick our pieces are, I have to kind of use it. Yeah, the splinters. Yeah. Only splinters in there. Like this is the smallest circle for like the bridle, for example, and that's just too big.
Anarchy, genocide, starvation. Then when it seemed things couldn't get any worse, we got the plague. The living death, quickly closing its fist over the entire planet. And then we heard the rumors that the last scientists were working on a cure that would end the plague and restore the world.
I don't know what music is doing right now, to be honest. Could I do a part count today? Sure, we'll do a part count today.
I like the misery. I like this world.
What is this, Pinto? This is called catering to people's needs. That's what this is, my friend. Also, how's it going? Watching you and Raptor play Flight Sim just made me want to play Flight Sim. And so I decided to play this to just, you know, make myself suffer a little bit. Before I get to enjoy a game. Let's change this to the same gray. Don't want it to stand out too much. And throw salt at the wounds. This up to the new bottom. These. Those wheels need some leg choppers. I mean, you know, I don't want to cut people's head off while they're in the queue. I don't know if that would be a good thing to do. It's not OSHA approved, but you know, maybe. We're gonna be doing Planet Coaster streams and Minecraft streams? No. Here, starting Tuesday, we are going to be doing a lot of Microsoft Flight Sim stuff. And then I might do the occasional Planet Coaster thing, but I can't make any promises. Planet Coaster and me, you know, at the moment have a bit of a love-hate relationship. I will say, it is pretty nice to be able to just clip anything I want together to make something, though. More games need this. Flight Sim, can't wait to watch that. Yep. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna be, the first flight we're gonna be doing is from my hometown to where I went to college, followed by a jaunt over to Dulles International, which is the major airport over where I live now. So that'll be pretty interesting to go from basically 2 municipal airports over to like a big old international one. You're interested in that stuff? Good. Well, come by on Tuesday. We'll be streaming probably pretty early and hanging out there. And if you guys want to get notification, definitely ring the bell on the channel. That way you know when we're going live. I kind of gave these guys a beak, which is just kind of funny. I'm gonna move the bridles up, or the bits up a bit here, because they should really be pretty much right at the tip of the mouth, because their jaws are actually really far forward, if you don't know. Then I guess we can insert them a little bit, kind of stick out a little too much right now. Color this. So this is the connection point that I'm not sure how it works. So I might just leave that for now. I might change Athena's arm a bit to make it look, because this is more like her standard pose. So I'm gonna probably make it to where her shield arm is kind of holding what would be the reins. How can I be so good at building? A lot of time. That's all it is, just a lot of time. So let's remove the shield. And we're going to have to pivot this whole arm forward. Honestly, Poseidon's arms and stuff is way better than Athena's. Because Athena was our first sculpture that we did. Welcome back, Mr. Jack. Alright, and this is just kind of roughing in arm position and stuff, so I don't want to be like 100% accurate on the first go here. Plus, I don't think it's possible to be 100% accurate on the first go. Autosave! Okay, good. The game didn't crash. Always worried about that. You don't really know all the pieces in the game? Yeah, I don't really know all the pieces either anymore. So that's why, you know, I get a lot of people asking, Uthers, why is Alpine Odyssey vanilla pieces only? It's because I don't know all the other pieces, because we've been working on this park before, like, a lot of the major DLCs came out. And so it never really felt right to... I need to kind of turn her shoulders here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that very well, to be honest. Because she's not as dynamic as Poseidon. Like, if we come over and look at Poseidon and how he's made up, you know, we got ball joints and things kind of in the right position. And I could probably turn his chest a lot easier than hers. So... Been a while since you last saw Planko on the channel? Yep. And it'll probably be another while before you see it again. Alright, so that'll be like where the reins would be. So let's get the shield kind of back in place. Gonna go to the entrance so you can get an idea? Sure. And if anyone wants to see like a tour of the park or just a refresher as to what everything is, let me know. And we can do that. And then this arm, I might get into a little bit more of a dynamic pose, like it's getting ready to do a couple thrusts there. Okay, let's go to the beginning of the park real quick for you, so we can take a look. Make our way over there. What is this? This should not be here. I don't know how I got here, but it's gone now. Dun, 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 dun. So this is the entrance to Alpine Odyssey. Here you go. We got multiple ticket booths going across here. We got stroller rentals, things like that. We got a big bus depot, and we got lockers. Honestly, I still think the thing I'm most happy about is the backstage area and the European section so far. Because I think we kind of nailed the aesthetic back through here. And the most extra, but absolute best parking lot. That's true. If you guys want your name to be immortalized in Alpine Odyssey today, become a member and you get access to the blue parking spot. Donate and you get access to the red parking area. First come, first serve. Get your name reserved today to be forever immortalized. Like the backstage in the Aztec area too. It's not done yet because there's some stuff here and here that we need to do when it comes to the backstage, but it's not too bad. Definitely accessible. Dun, 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 dun. What do you guys think of the coaster? I think this is your guys' first time seeing the coaster, actually. So this is the new coaster that's going in. You guys want to ride it real quick? Give it a whirl. See what you guys think of it. Pretty much all the structures, mostly gray boxed in. So we're gonna run into some clipping issues, things like that, just because I'm trying to lay out the overall shape still. I'm happy I can see the banner. Welcome to the ride of your life. The Alpine Odyssey plane up there. You get a bit of a view. Technically, it's not going to pause like this every time. But these trains are running a little close together right now. A lot of clipping to try and fix. And all of this is just going to be big ruins and things like that back in here. I think it's okay. You know, I'm not super great at coasters, so I'm never overly confident in my ability to make them. But rating wise, we got about 6, a 4, and a 1.8. So decent. It's not too bad. Could you ride the wooden coaster once again, please? I still think of this one of the best parts of the park so far. Sure. We'll ride the wooden coaster real quick. The good old whirlwind. Game is definitely chugging a little bit nowadays. Yeah, I think our wooden coaster is definitely one of the best things in the park. The log flume has the potential to be really cool too, if I ever decide to do the interior of it. But the final drop, you know, let's be honest, just this view is pretty solid that you get. Alright, back to the queue. Alright, what I'm gonna do is there's a lot of uncovered kind of area here, which is okay, you know, but people don't really want to be standing out in the sun, so we might be addressing that a little bit. I might do like some cloth coverings instead of like a wood one. Just to maybe make it look a little lighter, if that makes sense. Alright, let's get this spear arm kind of up first. So we're gonna bring the arm kind of back, and then we'll tuck this kind of forearm underneath it. Into a little bit more like a jousting kind of pose. Alright, so we got that. Let's get the spear where we want it. It's gonna be going outwards. We're gonna tuck that pretty much right in the elbow. About there, and then rotate it so it's not going to be pointing at the horses. We'll do like an underarm grab, something like that. Keep rotating it. Till basically that. There we go. I think that helped with the dynamic pose of it a bit. Hopefully you guys agree. Be back in a bit. Require coffee and food. Sounds good. I have just some orange juice. Start my day. Hey Leon, how are you? You're welcome. So let's get some poles up that we can use to hold some of the cloth coverings that I just want to have like a couple kind of going through here, and maybe up here as well. That way people aren't always in the sun. Start the day, bro. The day is almost ended. Don't be like that. Some of us are dreading Monday. Oh wait, I took Monday off. Alright, so I'm gonna need a footer for these. And I think we're gonna be using one of these here. footer. And we will color it. A little lighter. And now we can grab a wooden support column. Kind of like that. Mondays off are worth working on Sundays. Very true. I mean, I honestly have a little bit of work I need to do before I take Monday off anyways. Just some stuff I want to have ready so people don't, you know, have to cover for me as much. But wouldn't cover over this section of the queue obscure the amazing statue of the waiting guest. That's why we're using a cloth cover. Like something, just, it's going to be really light. Just, hopefully. We'll see. If it looks bad, we'll delete it. You know, that's just the way it goes. We need a topper. Something to throw on the top of this thing. It's a sign that I don't know all the pieces anymore, right here. Because normally you could just kind of instantly think of something. Oh yeah, we could use this for the top, but... yeah, something like that. Should be fine. Hey, I hope there's a social distancing in your park. The park is closed. So, right now, everyone is perfectly fine. This is also not part of the actual structure. Please hold on. Let's, add scenery. Amaranth, why are you crying? My cat is like sticking his paw underneath the door right now. He wants in here, and I don't know why. He'll come in here and then just leave. Probably. Alright, I don't think this thing's centered. I think it's a little off. There we go. Yes, that is Amaranth for sure. And that's what he's doing. 100%. Okay, let's move these into position here. And then we'll try and hang some cloth from them. Just want to see if I'm alive. Makes sense. Let's get this pointed over here. I'm gonna go down because we're gonna have to get these things a little weighty, you know. And slowly curve our way back up. You know, that is gonna really block that regardless, huh? Let's not do that then. They're just gonna end up baking the sun, I think. Let's already go ahead and just abort that. That wasn't gonna look good. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think about the queue? Is it okay? Some footers on some of these. Try not to use the same poles every single time I do this stuff, you know? Always trying to mix it up a little bit. Give us some variety, you know? Is there not a thinner one of those? I thought there was, but we might be able to get away with just a wooden beam like this. Would a V-shaped shade supported in the center work? A V-shaped shade supported in the center. Find me a picture of that, because I'm having a hard time visualizing what that even is. V-shaped shade supported in the center. I don't know how that would make a like I know how that would make a V shape, like have a single pole and like the other parts like go to the ground, but like I don't know, that's like a tent basically. Isn't it a little frustrating that the game is running at such a slow FPS for building? Not really. The only annoying, and it's not that bad right now. Like if I open up the park, I think I get like 5 FPS. So you know, if the park is closed or if it's paused, it gets a little bit better. So you know, it's not awful. You know, if I zip around a little bit. It's noticeable, but it's workable at least. And as long as it's workable, then we can work with it. Yeah, if the game's stuttering or like having trouble running. And I have to like double click all the time just to essentially confirm an option. That's really the main annoying thing. you know, if we think this is bad, then pretty sure what Strictoster went through with Nidal or something, right? Is that clipping onto the track? It is. Let's bring it back a bit, as much as possible. I mean, honestly, that's not gonna interfere, I don't think, with anything. Hey, Tutu, how are you? Can't find a picture. Okay. Hey Dan, bro, how's it going? Here, down, try and find the right angle for this. This over, get the footer there. I'm a huge fan of how some of these are joining together, like this spot here, but there's ways to cover it, and if we just cover it, then no one will know that there's weird meshing going on. Hey Jetstream, how's it going? Well, I thought you were done with Alpine Odyssey. No, if I was done with Alpine Odyssey, it would be on the workshop. I am done making a lot of Planet Coaster content, for sure. What I always said, I'd randomly come back to it from time to time, so that's what we're doing today. We're also gonna need footers on the lower part of the wall here. All this stuff just helps frame it a little bit. Makes everything kind of pop. In a way. Push this over to here. Come on, select the right piece, please. Game. There we go. Thought I gave up on the FPS. No, I just burned out on Planet Coaster. I didn't give up on it because like FPS or anything. You know, I'm just not overly inspired to play Planet Coaster. This stuff here. See, this is such a complicated building just for like a coaster station. Like some coaster stations, like, you know, the one for Whirlwind, it's just a barn. But this is like its own artistic thing. That has a lot to it. I mean, the seating, like this area back in here, that's gonna be okay to do. Same with those and this. Those are like large copy pasta structures. But getting everything to kind of jive and kind of on a detail level work, it's gonna be a little interesting. Let's do 10 a.m. here. See what the morning light looks like. Nah, I think I like the 1 p.m. better. It's a little bit, it's just a lot brighter. A little less shadows. I need something here. I might do like an ivy wall, to be honest. Through here. It's a little cheaty. You know? Greenery is generally a kind of quick and easy thing to do to make something look good. But that doesn't mean it doesn't look good, you know? And then we can copy the rail here a bit. Let's copy this lower footer first. Get this angled right. Now I can get the railing in. Copy this over. If the music or anything is too loud, guys, let me know, and I can see about turning it down. But right now, you know, we're just chilling, listening to some good old synthwaves. This whole video is not going to be monetized. I'm probably playing copyright music. Oh well. So, you know, if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to do so. By becoming a member or something, or plus members, you guys get emotes, or if you guys also become a member, you get a spot in the parking lot in the park, which is pretty cool. Or you can donate. Whatevs. Boom. I find honestly what we got into your channel. The first video I saw was making the parking garage. I have never seen someone put so much detail into something that guests will never use. Oh, there's ways I'm gonna get them to use it. Like, so for the parking garage, yeah, they'll probably never really use this. But when we're gonna, I think wherever the hotel was gonna go, they'll be using that area at least. But I don't even remember where we wanted to put the hotel. Either that was gonna be back here, I think. And then there would be a train station here to take guests over to the park, and then also a train station that was just hidden underneath here to take guests over to the park, and they'll just do a constant loop underground. That was the plan. But yeah, to your point, they're never gonna walk around in the parking lot. You know, the parking lot's really just a way to get people's names in here. You know, people who donate, people who sponsor the channel. And also, no, at the time, no one had parking lots. And at the time, there was no cars in the game either, so building all these little cars and stuff out of just Planko parts was pretty fun. We were able to get a decent amount of variety, too. I honestly, instead of Alpine Odyssey, I miss working on these more than the actual park, which is kind of funny. Like the little stuff, like flatbed trucks, forklifts. You know? Because it's basically like model making, in a way. Did I ever copy? Yes, okay. So I did put one of these heavy-duty guys in there. Good. I mean, shoot, we're using a dolly for a bumper. Like, I don't know. Kit bashing these things together was so much fun. Because, you know, to be honest, I'm not a theme park enthusiast. I don't care about theme parks. You know, I like them. I think they're neat, but they're not my thing. Filter, main game, because again, Alpine Odyssey, only main game items. You know how I said I was gonna hide that ugly bit in the fence there? Look at that. Now no one's really gonna notice. Mission accomplished. Alright, let's get a whole bunch of, let's get like a wooden lattice on this thing. To like hang an ivy off of. Ooh, maybe, actually this might look good too. Not often I get to use the portcullis piece. But honestly, quick, easy, get a lattice on there. You're not one of those guys that always finding new ways to sneak into Disneyland, nah. Not at all. Let's get some color. Just a bit. Hey, I just joined your Discord and sent you a message with the tent suggestion by the White Horse Chariot Ground Walkway, if that makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you sent it to me. Okay, so that is a V-shaped thing. So that while it would fit here, it would block the view of this. So that's why we're kind of going away from that idea. I already have some stuff blocking the view of the horses. We have a little bit of a shade here. But thank you. Thank you for sending that over. I now know what an upside down V covering is. We call those A-frames, I believe. Just an A-frame shelter with cloth or like a tarp-like thing. No see-through options? No see-through options. I mean, I could make it out of glass, but at that point, it's not like it's a rain cover, but it's not really a. It's not really there to block the sun. I'm not worried about them standing in the rain, to be honest, because it doesn't rain in Planet Coaster. It only rains in Planet Zoo. So honestly, we don't have to really worry about it. You're able to get super quick full view of the park, maybe a quick fly through. Sure, we haven't done that yet this stream. Let's zoom out. We'll give a full quick rundown as to what Alpine Odyssey is. So Alpine Odyssey, we get a full multi-functional parking lot up here with parking garage, bus service station, multiple bus stations for guest pickup and movement over to the park entrance here. We got a toll booth for people coming into the parking area to get their parking tickets and pay for those depending on how long they stay and stuff. We got the European section here in the main entrance into Alpine Odyssey proper. We got backstage in that European section. We got flat rides. We got our wooden coaster Whirlwind, a main train station down here to help get guests through the park. The Aztec area with a log flume and additional flat rides. Also a big restaurant and bar area where Papa Palm hangs out. We got the, I think this is for the employees, like an employee rec room here where they can take breaks. We got Greco-Roman area up here, restaurant, Coliseum flat ride, amphitheater for shows, large shopping area, arch, another train station with a Roman trireme, even though this is really a bireme, because trireme has 3 levels, apparently. And then our new coaster that we're working on over here. You have what seems like a track piece floating in the air by itself. Are you talking about this part here? Or are you talking about, like, there's a lot of things just kind of floating right now, because honestly, it doesn't matter. If you're talking about this piece, this will get custom supports and stuff. But there, we got parts and parts and parts just floating. You know, and some things look weird when we're zoomed out because they changed the LOD in Planet Coaster. Are your citizens bored and see skylines that they're willing to visit a statue of industry? Maybe. Am I gonna play more Planet Coaster? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, honestly, we haven't gotten much done this stream, so it seems a little weird. I definitely don't want to play it outside of streams, so I don't know. Depends on how much interest there is for it and stuff. Honestly, for all the questions I get about Alpine Odyssey, there's not many people here. So it doesn't seem like people really want it, which is fine. This is gonna be a viewing area into the Hippodrome coaster. Yes, I'm one of the featured people for Planet Coaster from back in the day. So I have a lot of stuff on the workshop. The message flag behind the plane. I'm talking about this. Just join now. We'll watch the upload later. Sure.
Understand choppers are in the air. Border 40. Like, you tell me if you see any fire. Okay, it's red sparks popping out right now.
Alright.
Just tell me if you see a fire. Okay.
So I think the queue is just about done. We got the chariots, we reworked the pose of Athena, we put some greenery down, we got some more railings up on the path, which is good. We need to get, how's this area back here looking? This is the exit of the coaster. This needs some work. So let's go ahead and put some work on it, huh? Get it done. So we're gonna hide this with the back of windows because windows make the best wall pieces in the game. Not clipping through, is it? Nope. Good. Always be mindful about clipping parts through. Okay, and down. Boom. Plastered. Okay. I'm gonna do like a potted plant here to hide some of this stuff. To be honest, we don't need that.
Factor in this crash, the Hornet purchased back in 1982 recently underwent a $2.9 billion upgrade. Investigators are now trying to determine what caused the crash.
I don't think we need those either. Okay, good to go. Edo Garcia, why do you prefer YouTube streaming to Twitch? My audience is on YouTube. Not much of an audience, but, you know, they're here. That's pretty much why. I mean, I have a Twitch account, and, you know, I've occasionally streamed there in the past. Looks like I didn't really have to do anything on that after all. Which is good. But honestly, Twitch, I think, is definitely a better streaming platform when it comes to like chat and stuff like that. But you know, I have members here and things, and I want to keep them happy. And let's get a roof. Fix the Z fighting. Rotate that. It's funny how like fixing Z fighting is really just getting something half a pixel offset from each other. And that's all that needs to be done. I like the point system on Twitch. You can make custom rewards for your fans. I mean, I can do that through Streamlabs, you know, if I wanted to. I had them on for a little while. Like, people could, like, you know, you could, in theory, they can redeem points to, like, make sound effects, or redeem points to do, you know, a poll or something like that. But I turned it off. Like, that stuff's cool, but at the same time, I'd rather people just come here and chill, rather than just flood my chat with, like, point stuff. If that makes sense. Need to work on this water runoff. This is going to be a covered area to kind of imply that the water kind of goes underneath here and then out or something. Very similar to what we have over here at the edge of this. So it kind of implies that the water comes from or goes to a different location over time. So we need to build that. Real quick. Or I can just copy it. Why didn't I just copy it? I was over there. Let's just copy it, guys. That'd be easier. Less work. That's a bridge too. There we go. So glad you're doing Planico again. I absolutely love this game, and it's how I found about you. Oh well, welcome back, Grateful, I guess. Again, this might not be a regular thing. I wouldn't get your hopes up, to be honest. You know, I obviously like Planet Coaster, but I haven't really felt like playing it either, so keep that in mind. Minecraft streams were fun too. Yeah, they were alright. There was a lot of little kids in those, and that just got a little annoying over time, because I don't handle that well. I'm not a person that can handle that kind of chat very well. Use mega projects and be exhausting. Yeah. Yeah, little kids in Minecraft streams. Yes. I know. I was surprised myself. I thought, you know, you wouldn't get that, but at the same time, I shouldn't have been surprised. Grid size. this over here. Something like that is fine. Oh my lord, there's so many more parts that I don't remember anymore. Something like that. What am I building? I'm building a water runoff area. An area that kind of hides the fact that the water just kind of ends there. If you're older than your name implies. I just always assumed you like trains. So, that's kind of an older generation hobby anyways, liking trains. Yes, the angle is a bit off. Very true. Very astute of you. I honestly think maybe doing this would be better. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Why don't I have half a half grid here? Grid size. There we go. I mean, look, names on channels are just kind of a weird artifact of your online persona. Like, you know, Uthris is from World of Warcraft. Like my World of Warcraft days. It doesn't really scream this is a gaming channel. It doesn't scream this is any sort of channel. It's just a weird specific name that I just chose. Waited so long, back to Planet Coaster. We're just stopping by. You know, checking in on things. Okay, now it's just scenery items. Like rocks and stuff. Kind of just make this thing a little bit more grounded. This project is timeless. This project will never end. Let's be honest. If Alpine Odyssey ever gets finished, I think the internet might explode. Okay, what PC do I use? The About section of my YouTube channel has all my PC specs. It's a custom built. Okay, a lot of rocks. Kind of throw in back here too. Sandstone's not gonna work very well. And a PC guy tried 100 times at someone's house and never liked it. That's... What, you prefer console probably? Or are you talking about Planet Coaster? Because same shorthand here, and it can be a little awkward sometimes when someone's talking about a PC or Planet Coaster. Yeah. I mean, you know, I grew up with consoles myself. You know, like N64 and stuff, but it's I don't know. Luckily, I got into the whole PC thing pretty young, so I just almost always had a custom PC from high school on. So it's my preferred gaming method. PC is love, PC is life, yes. Computer is definitely less user-friendly. I mean, it depends on what, like if we're talking just for gaming, it kind of depends. I mean, if you want, you can just simply install a game and run it just like it would be a console, and then just only ever use it. Started consoles, moved to PC a few years ago. Oh, hey, Nadesco, how's it going? But yeah, it definitely depends on OS. Windows is fine. Macs suck. Don't get Macs. I'll never own a Mac. You know, they make an okay phone. But when it comes to computers, they blow. Just working all the time. New job, loving it. Working over in IT now, which is great. But otherwise, you know, still making YouTube videos. Just not Planet Coaster. To be fair, Macs are only viable in content creation and editing. Yeah, but like, why would I buy a Mac to do that when I could just buy a PC that's good enough to do that and have both worlds? Like that's the thing. If I was only editing videos or doing Maya or Photoshop, then yeah, I think a Mac is a fine choice for that specific role. But since I use my computer to do everything, PC. YouTube is a fun hobby. YouTube's an interesting hobby. You know, it's nice to be able to talk to a large group of people from all over the world. I think that's, you know, my favorite thing about it. For sure. Nothing else. PC has at least twice the button on the mouse. Mac OS is just Ubuntu with $800. Can't change my mind. Yeah, Mac. No, I don't like the user interface of Mac either. I don't want to completely hide the concrete of this thing, so I'm just going to splot some ivy that's like growing over it and stuff. You hated your wallet set on fire and built a custom PC. Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, my PC cost $5,000, so I know the feeling. Honestly, I got too many bells and whistles and not enough just good stuff. Like, I don't even use half the shit I have on my PC, which is kind of a waste of money, but that's fine. Well, you know, I got 64 gigs of RAM, man. And this was a PC I bought like 4 years ago, so you know, in today's standards, it's still pretty good, but it's definitely could be better. Got a 1K PC in high school, and every year put $100 to $300 to swap out parts. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, honestly, you know, a $1,000 PC will pretty much run you. 64 gigs of RAM, bro. Yeah, I downloaded some more. Like, let's look at my task manager here. Well, so this is why I have 64 gigs. So let's look at this real quick. So look at my memory usage. I mean, like, obviously I could get away with just 32 gigs, but like I'm using 20.5 gigs of memory right now by running Planet Coaster and streaming. If I was editing a video, I'd be using more. So, you know. It's not bad. And keep in mind, like, the i7 6850K, like, 4 years ago was pretty new. Yeah, I definitely need a bigger SSD. I only have a 500. SSD. I need a terabyte. And then I have a 2 terabyte just standard hard drive that I just keep clean. So the only thing on my SSD is Planet Coaster and City Skylines. Everything else is hard drive. Okay, so that has some greenery to it now, which looks good. Also some rocks, which help kind of ground it. What do you guys think of that little drainage area? Suppose we can work on this side too. 2 terabyte SSD. Well, you know, that's only because you build spreadsheets. You're like, what am I gonna, you know? I need more SSD space for all my spreadsheets for Satisfactory. $5 terabyte. Jeez. What are you guys downloading? Like, I record videos and I have a hard time filling up my just 2 terabyte hard drive. Like, do I want to know? Like, are you guys just running like downloading every movie in existence and just storing it forever? Is that what you're doing? All right, so this is my trick for rock work, guys. I will generally put in a lot of big boulders, right? And then I'll come back over here with the terrain tool and add the texture of rock behind it. And that way, we get some 3D elements, and the mixed in 2D elements just kind of helps. You can also mix up the rock texture a little bit. Maybe like have just standard rock like here and here. But generally if I want something to look rocky, that's what I do. Just so I don't have to do so many parts. Ark is a bad game in terms of size management and mod bloat. Yes. Yes, it is. And it's also just a bad game. The Animus. I'm watching Assassination Classroom right now. Some sort of grate. To keep no. So this is, I think this is fine. We here in America we don't really put grates over these type of things. If I go out to the lake, like right by my apartment, you know, these type of things are just open tunnels. No grates, nothing. When you played Ark, you felt like I had a second job. I mean, Ark is just poorly optimized and honestly not very good. It's pretty good. Didn't care for the end though. I don't know if you can answer this question. If the end, because I don't want to spoil it in case my girlfriend's watching, because she's watching it with me. Because I've read the whole manga. If the end is the same as the manga, then I'm okay with the end. Honestly, there's far worse anime endings than Assassination Classroom. But to your point, I wish there was just more of it. It did seem like kind of a short end, in a way. Or it can be okay if you have friends. Yeah, but we're gamers. We don't have friends, guys. Isn't that like the gamer rule? No friends allowed. I don't know. I'm interested to see what the new Inuyasha series is gonna do. I'm also worried that I'm not gonna like it at all. I was a big Inuyasha fan, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, they're following the story of Shishomaru's daughters and Kagome's daughter. Which is why I have such mixed feelings about it, because like I'd rather just follow the main cast and have the kids there. I think that's fine, but like at the same time, I'm just worried about it because I don't want it to be Boruto in a way, because Boruto sucks. Let's get some ivy going up this wall. SEO scammers never socialize unless you have to open the door for your G Fuel. I don't even drink G Fuel. Yes, I'm not a real gamer now. Crap. Oh, they're like little kids. I mean, it's their little kids. Yeah, so it's Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter, and Shishomaru's daughters. We don't know who Shishomaru banged. Everyone, you know, we don't know yet. Okay, decent amount of greenery, which is good. Helps kind of separate that a bit. I'm gonna keep this around because we need that piece. I need to like seal the top of this. So let's do that real quick. Like concrete or something, and I might make this top area like, you know, have like air conditioner units or something on it. So it looks like there's actually like a building back here to help service this giant hydraulic ride. Plot twist, Kagome did both. Man, you've been reading the fan fictions. That's no good. Stay away from that stuff. It can get weird. Where's my concrete roof? There it is. When in doubt, rough concrete roof, guys. It solves everything. You don't watch that many anime except for Attack on Titan, Dr. Stone, and Black Clover. So yeah, sounds like pretty standard shonens, though Attack on Titan's a little dark. I don't know, I think Attack on Titan's overrated. Dr. Stone's okay, if not weird. And then Black Clover is just standard shonen, so I think it's fine. More of a mecha guy, but admittedly that subgenre doesn't have too many great shows. Very true. You don't really have Gundam Wing anymore. At least when it comes to like the mecha genre, that'd be like, you know, the one I'd point to, or just the original Gundam series. Just finished watching Code Geass. I'm trying to remember Code Geass. Honestly, I can't remember anything about it. Elfenlied would fill that. Elfenlied is okay. I mean, if you want a dark anime, Berserk is probably one of the best. Though, actually, the 3D tech in that's awful, so maybe just read the manga. What's another good dark one? Gates? Gates okay. Jagan is okay. Gantz? Gantz is pretty dark. And weird. Really weird. Original Psychopaths? I don't remember that one. I might not have seen it. My problem is I read manga far more than I watch anime, and so I kind of get used to like the Japanese title a lot, and then Gantz was just weird. But also at the same time, like I generally remember plot points rather than like characters and stuff. Alright, let's copy you and get this final version made here. So I'm going to start copying this around, and then we can worry about the cleanup phase. So let's get roofs going here. Change that. Okay, get those. Hey Finn, how's it going? Okay, wall, get some plaster here. So we're essentially going to be swapping out the rough stone with plaster. Oh. BRB is sandwich time. Nom 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 nom. Sandwich time. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, copy. Don't autosave. Don't crash my game, please. Okay, got that. And I guess we'll replace these 3 walls with plaster walls. Looks like the music stopped, guys. I need to refresh that. Hold on. One moment. Let's do this. Then I'm gonna need arches. Here. Because this is the seating side that we're working on now. This is gonna kind of step on down. Oh yeah, this stream, 100% demonetized already. I can feel it. Okay, roof. I think we can keep the rough stone for the roof portions, because the stands are going to be built up on top of it anyways. Then why did I play that music? Because I want to listen to good music. And it's the price you pay to be able to do so, you know? Like, it's not like YouTube pays me much from live streams anyway, so I'm not really losing anything on this, but because really the donations or memberships pay far more than the ad revenue. Let's do an off gray for the seating here. I wonder if I can find a block. Yeah, okay, good. There is one that's exactly the length I need. Okay, good. And we'll do the seating version first, because there's going to be seating on both decks here. But on some of these, this might be an upper door, and some of these, this might be a lower door. It kind of just depends. I don't know how often I want to mix that in. And this is gonna fill pretty much this whole row. Just like boom, 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 boom. So let's get the pillars up then. I think I'll do square pillars. I feel like I use the other kind a little too much. Alright, so we'll stand this up. Hey, Famous Films, how's it going? Take it down to ground level. And then you know what happens if on top of this you throw something like that on there. Good? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. And then I don't know if I can get the arch here. And I kind of want a cloth retractable roof. Very similar to what we did over here on the... on this, you know? I want that to be able to come out and meet onto this pole here that's kind of set on top there. Yes, this is all working on the Hippodrome and the new coaster and stuff. So that's what we're working on. In fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to copy one of these real quick. Bring it over here. Come here. There we go. And then split section from building. We'll select all this and add. So now I can just simply repurpose. So it's a little cheaty. And honestly, with this, I might even change a bit of it. Now that we have one over here. There we go. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that. I'm just gonna move this back. This up. Be aligned with the roof. Okay, fully sealed in that. Good. So let's go ahead and like duplicate this real quick as a test. See what it does. We're still gonna need more detail. Long term. I might angle these honestly upwards because they're a little too flat. Like kind of give them a little bit of an upward angle. That might make it look a little bit more dynamic. Oop. Easy. Boop and boop. So let's just straight up 15 degrees tilt. Something like that. That way, it's the same, but not the same as the Colosseum. It's doing it in a little bit of a different way. And then I want decorations to kind of inlay some items back here. Hey, Garth, how's it going? Or no, Dominic. Read the wrong game with that. My bad. Where is it? It's not under doors and windows, is it? It's like a arch thing with like flowery patterns. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's wall decorations. Okay, there it is. Stone trim. same height. Come out to about there. What have you missed so far? Not a whole lot, to be honest. I don't feel like I've been overly productive this stream. Okay, got to go. All right, train. Have a good one, man. Thanks for swinging by. But really, I kind of cleaned up the sculpture of the horses a little bit. Added some reference to their reins. I reorganized Athena to make it look a little bit more like her left hand's holding a reins, and then the right hand's holding out the spear. Kind of finish up the staircase area and the queue. Added in this drainage bit there. Just minor things, really. Nothing too major, I don't think. But that's fine. I'm super rusty, so I'm super slow right now when it comes to building. Very productive, not a fast process. True. Definitely true there. I'm gonna bump out the area in front of this. And then throw a railing on it. All looks good though. Keep it up. Will do. Alright, well that's where I want it. Don't know what piece we want to use for that yet. Maybe wall decorations. See if there's a I kind of overused this piece. How about just this? I'm gonna need to try and match this a little bit. By hand. It doesn't look like, because of the way the texture and stuff can kind of color things. I mean, if you think about it, playing Planet Coaster at this level of detail is essentially 3D modeling. You know. These and this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Very good. Now I need to. Have I not been editing this building this whole time? Hold on. I need to make sure all this is grouped up. Oh Lord. I don't want to select every other building that we've ever made either. I mean, it looks. How come I can't save these together? Like, why are they separate? What the heck happened here? How did that even happen? Ah! That's why. Okay. I'm gonna break these off real quick. Split selection. And now make sure I only grab the correct area. Okay. Now is this thing... This is saying 167 blocks. I have a feeling that's wrong. At least it feels like too many pieces. Okay, good to go. Oh my lord, it is so hot in this room right now. If I pass out, chat, don't be surprised. I don't know if I should be filling this in or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and do so. Okay, as far as I can tell from my reference images, I mean, a hippodrome's a pretty basic structure, so this looks correct. No is C. No, I got one. I just don't know if it's on. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to go and get up to check that here in a second. So that's what the new Hippodrome design looks like. We have to do the backside here to decorate that up a little bit. Get some pillars and stuff installed. But I think it's okay. And again, all these gray buildings here, like boom, 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 and those ones there, and these ones here, are all gonna be this block. And then everywhere else in between these will probably be ruined versions of it, in a way. Or like more dilapidated, run down, who knows? I don't quite know how I'm gonna form this thing still. I'm glad you think it looks right. I'm gonna go check to see if my AC is on, guys. Hold on. I'm like dying. So, be right back. Oh. It is apparently on and 67 degrees in my apartment, but it doesn't feel like that. Doesn't feel like that at all. That's fine. I'll just sweat it out. Alright, I'll come back to really intense music. Here we go. Alright, so we'll get that established there. And we're gonna need some arches, some fancier bits on the outer wall, just to make it something a little fresh. So maybe we can add trim. This, and maybe even like rotate it. I'm like so rusty, guys. Like I have forgotten like all my building tricks that I used to do to like throw detail together pretty quick. It kind of is hard. Okay, got those. Let's get some actual arches here on the outside. Do. That maybe castle round arch. No, don't like that either. Stucco archers might be good. They're a little bit more elegant than the just the plaster. Versions. And I can bump this out. Maybe flip it upside down. So how's the stream for everyone? You guys enjoying the rad music? You guys enjoying the Planet Coaster again? I hope. You're enjoying it? Good. Tell you what, I think that's kind of all the detail I want on this. I don't want it to be like overly busy. This is your favorite thing to have on while working on Sundays? Oh, cool. Alright, let's get this into its spot. And then we'll start copying it over. So yeah, it looks like I did a 15-degree kind of rotate here. Now, this shade is going to need a lot of work since we're doing a rotated version. The rotated version I'm gonna get rid of some of these beams through the middle, just due to like the way things kind of duplicate and merge together when you do this. If that makes sense. Like even all these pillars, just like so like the curve is gonna be the thing that we have to spend the most time kind of cleaning up, for sure. And probably to the point of reworking almost all the railings, because you can see how that parabola is kind of getting made there. It doesn't really look very good in those tight spaces. Probably just drop every other shade entirely. Probably. We can try that. Is that what your spreadsheet says to do? But the seating is fine. I'm actually fine with this little clustery detail, because from far away it just looks kind of interesting. And I'm fine with these pillars. These not so much. Actually, I'm not too fine with this level. Here, let's... For the first straightaway, for the whole bend, we'll kind of leave them all separate structures. And then for the first kind of return back to straight, well then, oh, shit, I thought you were silent for a second. I just glanced at the name. My bad, John. Alright, let's try getting rid of every other... Keep this one. Get rid of this one. Alright, so I have to come way down here. Select pretty much like that. Okay, keep this one, destroy this one. Keep that one, destroy this one. Yeah, I think deleting every other one's fine. Honestly, though, I might even be able to get away with deleting this one, too. How dare you? I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one, too. The corners are just going to have less coverings. Why are you so offended? I don't know. Okay, so that's rough. Rough concrete. Rough concrete. There we go. Now our first kind of part of the Hippodrome in. Which looks, I honestly kind of like the roof. You know, it's a little chunky, it's a little messy, but from up here, it has a nice look to it. So I'm a fan. Hopefully this looks good for everyone else too. If not, deal with it. So all this interior stuff is a problem because it's kind of eating the station. So we'll have to trim this up a little bit on the interior side. But that's fine. That doesn't bother me too much. How many more days? Just 2 days until flight sim, John? You ready? Ready to take to the skies, my friend? Because I'm ready. Alright, so this turn is awful. It's just real bad. So let's try and ease that out. I have to come up with a different way to kind of throw that together. Same thing with these pillars here. These are all no good. No good. We'll get rid of them. Hey, 22DE2. I remember you. You haven't been here in a while. How's it going? Honestly, I might leave the upper railings. I thought you quit this. Yeah. Still did. Don't, you know, this is not going to be a regular segment, so. Look at this. Crazy weirdness going on there. This is okay. Bought Foundation because of you, and I'm very pleased. Good. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. Like if I copy this over, eventually this roof line, this structure is going to be here, and also kind of here. Basically, I want this whole area to have like a bunch of red roofing on it, so that when you're like cruising around and we look at it from above, it just looks like a massive complex of structures and stuff. Change your name? I noticed that. It's a bit different, but your logo's a little tidier too, I think. Change your logo a bit as well. But it's the same kind of color pattern and stuff. Alright, let's clean up the station area. Is this gonna get rid of... Yeah, well, crap. It's not ideal. We'll see. We'll see when we clean this whole internal area up what kind of loses on the outside too. Because this will affect more than just the internal components. I was hoping it wouldn't, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. I'm gonna leave. This spark has only become better. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, honestly, it hasn't been changed much since everyone saw it last. It's very much the same. The biggest difference is I recorded an episode of building a coaster and no one ever really saw that because I never released it. How's the frame rate doing? At the moment it's fine. If I open up the park it would be pretty bad. I think I can leave those pillars, that's okay. I think this is open enough. I don't think anyone's gonna hit their head on these arches, but I kind of need them for the exterior to make sense, so those just might end up having to stay. You kind of never know. Let's get rid of this. Alright, get that cleaned up. It's funny, you spend so much time like building something and then deleting half of it. That's how this goes. I'm gonna get rid of these lower bits too. That. Why can't I click on you? Hey Adrian, how's it going? Welcome to the Sunday special. Where we get to play things that we haven't played in a long time. Okay, so that'll get fixed in a second. I have a lot of little trim pieces to get rid of that's not letting me click on very easily. Gonna have to do this from the underground. Just like how we're listening to copyrighted music today, so Uthers is not getting paid right now, so if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and do so via a super chat or becoming a member today. Hit that bell icon, because we are streaming more often nowadays, and Also, still releasing daily videos throughout the week. Curious, how did you get a better camera control for the interiors? If you press T, you can see I'm in kind of orbit camera view now, so I can't really do like sweeping curves or anything like that. It's like the camera is fixed to a point like right here, and I rotate around that point. If I press T again, I get complete freedom of movement camera, which is basically the only camera view that I use. Doing the finals, as I showed on my only rest day of the week. See, this is still going on with the park. First time playing this game in over a year. So, you know, define going, I guess. More like stagnant at best. Yeah, and Planet Coaster is not going to be super common on the channel, guys. I'm sorry, I just, you know, I'm having an okay time today. But I doubt I could do this every week. Thought you just missed the content? Nope. Just been doing other things. I mean, you know, again, I had a video recorded, actually 2 videos recorded or so. The first video laying out the coaster, the second video working on the station, like the whole gray box phase of this. But didn't really upload it. Didn't really like the content, so it never reached the channel. So technically things did progress, but you guys never really saw it. No, it's not that I'm busy. Not anymore, you know. I just haven't felt like playing the game. Yeah, I'm not doing the whole 18-hour, 12-hour days at work anymore, so. Honestly, that's been pretty good lately, work. Okay, so long term, we want that. And then we're going to kind of crumble them. So I'm going to copy them over and just like turn them into ruin and have it like spill underneath the tracks over here and like some of the foundation sticking up. Same thing with this one. This one's going to crumble all down through here and just become ruins. And then the actual course, the center line will probably be in ruins, and then we'll probably just color this all sand and like dirt, and maybe start getting some grass poking through and stuff. I still don't know about the roller coaster. Since this is your guys' first time seeing this coaster, what do you guys think about it? You know, I did like 5 different variations of this thing. And honestly, I don't like I like the lift hill and coming down back underneath the lift hill and then going through this knot. I think that's pretty cool. This bend is fine, and this corkscrew back through the knot is fine. Up and over here and around is okay, but after that, I kind of don't like any of this here, like at all. I can show you the POV. It's not going to be pretty. Just because a lot of the buildings are still clipping through, you know? So, you know, there's going to be parts where you're going to be very confused as to what's going on because the building is in the way. But I'm fine with the view at the top of the lift hill. You get to see the whole park for a little bit. And then you just essentially dive through the ruins of this Hippodrome and other buildings. Like, if you can tell what's going on. You know, because I can't even really tell what's going on at the moment. I'm fine with this low section. I like how it rides, but I don't like how it looks. Hey, Nathan Games, how's it going? Hey, look, this section looks clean. This looks fine. This area, this one area. And then we're gonna have like a viewing deck here. So people can come and see the coaster and the ruins and everything. Snap back. You talking about this turn here? Yeah, it's a little forced, I would say. Can you fit a Cobra roll? No. It's not going fast enough anymore after that. Like, it barely makes it over this. Like, honestly, what I should do, maybe, is to have it just come back and keep flowing. Like, I feel like this really interrupts the flow of things. Like, it doesn't feel like it's constantly moving in a good, smooth manner. You know, again, I'm fine with this. And then the corkscrew out. But just everything after this corkscrew is just a little meh. I need it to go over this, though. Like, it has to go over this. And I just also don't like the way it looks from above. It doesn't look very elegant. Follow your heart's desire on the path of the coaster. Cool, then I'll go ahead and delete it. Let me just go ahead and select all and delete all, and then the park will be done. Let me go ahead and just do that. Even roughness can be elegant in its own way. I don't know, like, I just really like the way our wooden one turned out. So much that this other one is just giving me a headache. One thing that bothered me is a little bit is the floating top of the lift hill. It defies, yeah, that's gonna have a custom support structure. I turned the supports off in that area because it was clipping through stuff, so I'm gonna define a custom support area for that. Does this still have the water ride in here? It does. How to get flowing water 101. Use water rides. Nice play this one if this is my money. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely copyrighted. That's fine. YouTube doesn't really pay anything for live streams anyways, so. I get sidetracked. I just want to look around the park once at this point. Could almost do a single vertical half loop turn around that one section instead of the sharp turn. Don't know. Here, let's edit it. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna edit it anyways. Let me, I'm gonna start here and basically erase. I'm going to erase the sections that I don't like real quick, and we can see if there's a way for us to essentially merge and get this working here. So pretty much all that. I would say needs reworked. So let's rework it then. Cobra roll here or too slow? It would be okay for a Cobra roll, but I kind of want to maintain speed a little bit through here. How about just leaving it like that? Well, that would get me 1 billion views, but wouldn't make me a happier creative person, I feel. I tried to get Silverette to build me a coaster. He never responded. I mean, I could get Mike Sheets maybe, or Mass Bandit too as well, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little disconnected from the Planet Coaster community now. An upward helix? I don't even know what that even is. What's an upward helix? I mean, this really needs to start going up because I wanted like another kind of like this is a high point, this is a low point, and then like another high point through here. Turn basically going up. Like I wanted another 0G type of situation through here. This is gonna need smoothing. A lot of it. But see, I'm just running out of speed. Have I looked at footage of real life ones for inspirations? Doesn't really help me much, sadly. Really, like, for example, this lift hill, this is from Alpengeist, really. Like this whole thing. This whole up, turn, down, go down, and into either some sort of big corkscrew or not. So really that is Alpengeist in a way from like Busch Gardens, but everything else, no. Then the Planet Co. YouTube community sort of transitioned to Planet Zoo. I mean, apart from Mass Bandit, most of them don't play Planet Co. anymore. I guess so. I don't know why. I'm not interested in Planet Zoo at all. I couldn't. Nope. Just making habitats, it seems a little boring. I guess. Hey Soul, how's it going? Like, it's popular because it's new, I guess. Newer than Planet Coaster, but honestly, it's the same game. Maybe I should just like keep it low to the ground at this stage. That's too wide. Let's do like an 8-meter segment. Planet Zoos needs coaster in it to make it appealable. I mean, really, I think they should have just combined Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. You know? Like, I think a lot of people like Planet Zoo because of the weather system and I think graphically it's a little bit better. But otherwise, it's the same, not very good AI at all. Montu at Busch Gardens, Florida does this cool thing where it dips into these sort of sandboxes wherever it goes close to the ground. That aesthetic might look cool for classical Hippodrome look. Yeah, so the actual field, the Chariot field here, is going to be sand. And then the train's going to be cut away. And like maybe some under supporting structures are going to be here. But it's all going to be ruins and stuff. I think I want it to go, honestly, like a little bit longer. Because I want this turn to happen like at the end of the Chariot track. So like at the end of Chariot tracks, they have like a column to kind of signal like where you turn around, and then you start going the other way. So I kind of want the ride to go around that turn and then kind of just sneak around. Yeah, take the advanced engine from Planet Z and make a Planet Code 2 or something. Far better pass system, and I'll buy it right away. Yeah, the pass system sucks in general. But I also don't think Planet Zoos is much better. It's better, but it's not much better. Honestly. I wish it could turn objects into pathing. Like I could, for example, lay down a roof tile and have an object to turn it into a path just by checking a box. And that'd be it. That would solve the pathing issues, in my opinion. Smooth that out. Get this to go down a little bit more. Maybe this area up a little bit more. RCT3, yeah. Still need that water park DLC. Look, you know, we have the part. You know, this is where the water park was gonna go. Here. So, like, yeah. I'm surprised they never released a water park DLC. Honestly, that's so disappointing. Like how YouTube was like, yeah, this is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, says in the description, and it's always wrong. What does this say? Gaming. Planet Coaster. God, Planet Coaster came out 4 years ago. Jesus. Let's overbank that a bit. Expecting water park and zoo add-ons, but instead we got a bunch of licensed stuff and it feels weird. I mean, that's Frontier. Honestly, like, with the way that they've mishandled Elite Dangerous, I'm kind of over Frontier in a big way. Because it's not really what we wanted with Elite Dangerous, and... Why can't I make a smooth looking turn to save my life? Ugh. Alright, let's ride this, see if this is any faster. Use the auto... What auto smooth feature? There's just the smooth button. Unless there is an auto smooth feature now and I don't know about it. Hello, Park. Goodbye, Park. Let's see if this is a little bit smoother of a ride here. So this will go through the building, come out the back side of it, dodge that building with a turn and a twist, hop over this, make it through this turn pretty quick, down, pick up some speed, up, back down, keep the speed, and we'll just hang low for the Chariot part. Yeah, like it's, you build everything in 4-meter segments. And then you smooth everything one direction, you smooth everything the other direction. Yeah, I watched it. I don't have time for that. I don't care enough. Can't be bothered. Maybe I should leave the rest not finished and then finish the structure and then try and wrap the coaster around it a little bit. That might be better. That might give me a better idea, right? Because, you know, with this coaster, I kind of built the hill first and really made the coaster follow the hill. which I think helped a lot with keeping that thing smooth. Hey Dragonite, how's it going? Happy to see you finally hit your final evolution. So let's grab the terrain. I'm gonna pause the game again. Just get one more FPS, that'd be good. So let's flatten that out a bit. That coaster type, I didn't even know it existed the way the hanging coaster, so now I'm wondering, how do you execute maintenance on these things? There is essentially, you bring it over here, you shift it over to this track, and you can maintain it a little bit. You know, there's catwalks on this thing. So honestly, it might be easier to maintain because you're not like crawling underneath the coaster. It's kind of just hanging in front of you. That's chat, but thanks for the sub. Enjoy your time on the channel. Make sure these are lined up. This will have to be something. I was thinking about like ruined monuments and stuff out here. At least that was like my initial plan, but that can change. Make sure this path is fenced in a little bit. Don't want people to jump over here. You can't walk on the rails, right? So that means you'll have to dismantle the segments per segment to are you talking about like to replace this area? I mean, steel coasters like this require little maintenance when it comes to the track, I would think. Because wooden coasters, you got to walk the whole length because it's made out of wood. It could be having a rotting section, but that steel, I mean, that's good for like years and years and years and years, you know. To repair or do maintenance. I mean, usually these type of tracks have like some sort of access road underneath them, and a person drives by with a truck and just kind of looks at them. And if there's maintenance, they have roads out there that they can like take cranes and stuff and replace a section or something like that. Kind of want to do some arches here. Long term. It'll help make that area pop. Planet Coaster's back? Kind of. But at the same time, not really. So this I'm just building up so that we can turn it into a ruin later. Honestly, I should probably put in the whole Hippodrome first, and then where it clips in is where we'll make ruin sections and parts collapsing and stuff. That would probably be a good idea, so let's do that. So at least we can say we got a big structure done today. Didn't I already say like every other one is fine, but this one's clipping. We're gonna need a double kind of break here. Just to create enough room. Is it nat 15? Because the next segment should be like straight, but why is this side looking so different? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six and straight. James with the $2. Okay, I gotta go record a video for work. See ya. All right, James, you have a good one. Thanks for the super chat. If you want, you can have your. I don't know if you have a spot or not, but you can have your name put in the parking lot if you want with the donation. Is this so much wider? Or is it? Am I just going crazy, chat? Does it feel wrong? Backwards? I know I deleted the others. Oh no, this is right. It's supposed to be straight here. I deleted the other side's kind of shades differently than this side, because this is like a fresh placement kind of thing, so maybe that's what's throwing me off. That whole idea. Yep, okay, they line up. No, they're properly aligned. It's just being weird. It's Probably user error. Alright, so that kind of confirms that I guess in my original gray boxing in, I was off in some of these stands. So really the course is only this wide. Look at that. And then we can have the viewport down here. It looks pretty cool. This is a huge structure. So the other end of a hippodrome, for those of you who don't know, one side is curved, the other side is straight. So this side will be our curved side, the other side will just kind of straighten out and essentially be done, I would assume. Let's get this in position. This is why Alpine Odyssey has such a huge freaking park count, guys. So there you go. That's a hippodrome. I'm going to extend this out a little bit farther so that we can kind of get some interesting shapes through here. This whole wall is going to need collapsed, probably. What's this look like from the parking garage? Dang. Big old structure. Like this building technically goes here. As well. Or is it this one? It's hard to remember. What all is supposed to go where? Might spend days in that park, even a week might not be enough. Yeah, it's a big one. It's definitely a big one. Okay, guys, tell you what, we've been streaming for 4 hours. Planet Coaster for 4 hours. You ready for a park count? I want to see people guess how many parts are in this place. I don't even remember myself. I'm gonna save before we do this. Look at all these old saves going back to like 2017. All right, so the person who guessed the closest to the park count, you'll get a free parking spot in the park count parking lot. It's the cheapest parking spots, I know, but you know, this is free. Going forward, you have a season pass to Alpine Odyssey by guessing the correct amount. Please only guess once. If you guess multiple times, you will not be able to get a reward. This might take a while too, so otherwise, how's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. Planet Coaster has stopped responding. You can end the game right now. Would you like to end the game? No. We're waiting. This fucking part, guys. It'll work. It'll catch up. It'll take a bit. My computer will just constantly think the game crashed though. I mean, the Hippodrome by itself is adding a lot of parts. Fine. Said that in a few hours. I'll be back to work again. Yeah, you know, it's Sunday. I have to do some work today, so. But we'll have more videos going live tomorrow. We'll have some more going medieval, which is cool. It's not crashed just yet. It just thinks it's crashed. It just thinks it's crashed. So more going medieval. 5 more episodes going up this week of that. So if you guys like that kind of beta game, you can check that out. We'll be streaming tomorrow as well. I don't know what we'll be streaming, but we'll be streaming something. And then Tuesday, more going medieval and more streams. 666,000. Am I gonna stream going medieval? No, probably not. Don't know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. You guys have any ideas? I feel like the Hippodrome's a little too long. I could be wrong though. Should I have actually like looked up and Googled how long a Hippodrome building is? Town Scraper? I don't have Town Scraper, but it looked kind of chill.
Let me share with you a vision of the future which offers hope. It is that we embark on a program to counter the awesome Soviet missile threat with measures that are defensive. Let us turn to the very strengths in technology that spawned our great industrial base and that have given us the quality of life we enjoy today.
Come on, Planet Coaster, you can do it.
Could live secure in the knowledge
I believe in you.
that their security did not
Let me make sure we're not getting like nothing.
to deter the Soviet
Planet Coaster usage is very high right now
and destroy strategic ballistic missiles before they reach
when it comes to the power.
our allies.
It's using 32% of my memory.
Task, one that may not be accomplished.
Victor Technologies, the high-flying hardware computer company,
While I play RimWorld,
may be bought out by the British firm Applied Computer Technologies.
tell you what, Monday stream. Because long term I do want to play RimWorld. We will go through, pick out any sort of mods that we want for RimWorld that meet a certain theme set. And we'll start a RimWorld save on as a test stream on Monday. In preparation for when Going Medieval ends, we'll start up a RimWorld series. Hippodrome area, 17,425 square feet. I'm gonna need that in meters. So that's gonna be closer to 6,000 meters. I'm really estimating here, so 6,000 square meters. But I need a dimensional, like length and width kind of measure as well. Is the game itself being a big old question mark? Yeah, that's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. We'll definitely be at the stream there, Purple, for 400 meters by 200 meters. That's how big the course is? Hippodrome. Track size. Yeah. 400 by 200. Okay. Monday tomorrow? Tomorrow. Tomorrow at probably around 6 p.m. Eastern time is when we'll start that stream, Purple.
In Japan, where high technology is showcased, consumers stare in wonder at the latest facet of life overtaken by the computer age, the department store. While the Sifu store is proud of its technology, it is worried that customers will feel it has lost the human touch.
How long? Oh boy, this is taking longer to select all the pieces than it does to do anything else. I mean, it doesn't say it's not responding, and it's still using CPU power here. So I don't think the game has crashed. Yeah, I'm glad you're finally getting, you know, what you wanted in that regard. I mean, I played RimWorld a little bit. I'm not very good at it, you know, but we'll give it a whirl. I definitely still kind of prefer, like, you know, Timber and Stone and those type of games. So everyone get their final votes in for our part counts for when it finally loads. And let's see what we got here. Some people guessing around, basically around 270,000 to about 350,000 total parts. I think you guys are in the right range. You missed a few pieces at the top there. Really, I shouldn't be including those extra pieces. Like even these pieces down here. You know, this isn't really part of the park. This is like reserved pieces in case I need them. You know, same thing with up here where all the cars are. This stuff is fine to leave out. You know, it's just fine. Each episode of building plus all that's happened is important. True. I've been kind of enjoying recording things a little bit more real time though. I'm a little overdoing the whole speed build thing with commentary. It's a little meh. While we're waiting, also, did anyone remember what the mystery area is for Alpine Odyssey? The good old bottom left corner. Oh, good. We got some people remembering. The good old mystery theme. That's no longer a mystery. I know it's harder, but you're so good at it. The Timber and Stone seasons you did are the only gaming series I ever watched entirely. Wow. Big old praise. Thanks. I wish I could record Timber and Stone. I tried to the other day, but it wasn't picking up the audio in the game. So I'm thinking long-term, guys. So after the Hippodrome, this kind of signals the end of the Greco-Roman area. So once all this is detailed out and sealed in, The water park area over here to the left, I don't think we're gonna be really doing. I just don't know if that'll ever get worked on. But after the Greco-Roman area, I do still want to work on the Japanese, kind of Asian area down here in the south. And it kind of ends here, right at the edge of this train station. That's where that ends. So it covers a pretty big area. Save the water park in hopes of new DLC. They're never going to release a water park DLC for this game. If anything, they're going to do Planet Coaster 2. You know. Good old Planet Coaster 2. And then move on. And if Planet Coaster 2 comes out, I'm not playing it. I'll tell you guys now. I'm not playing it. So yeah, water park, mystery area, Japanese area. Hotel goes up here, top left. Then all the backstaging and the forestry area that's kind of around the park. I was thinking about building an airport at one point, I think I remember, for our biplanes that carry those banners through the sky. We'll see if that ends up happening or not. Oh my lord, it's a long wait for the part count, guys. You know, you guys always ask, how many parts is this? This is what it takes. You're not playing it? Yeah, nah. Watch your Vorion series, but I did feel like you put much effort into it. I enjoyed it. You know, I made the Outlaw Star in that game, which was cool. Vorion's interesting. Like, I would have to play with people to enjoy that game. I feel like sci-fi and me don't jive well. 99% sure it crashed. It did not crash. It is still responding. It's still using disk drive. It's still using CPU. It hasn't zeroed out. Trust me, this just takes forever. This just takes a long time. Which is fine. That means you guys get to talk to me and hang out. We get to listen to some synthwave. Relax. I think after this, I'm gonna get dressed and go get a steak. I would love to have a steak right about now. So what should we name the Hippodrome coaster? You know, I don't think it's just going to be called Hippodrome or anything like that, or Chariot Racing or anything like that. I kind of want a more, like, Whirlwind is such a good name for the windmill coaster, right? What kind of verb or adjective that we could use for the Hippodrome one? Any plans for the next section of the backstage? Backstagers are kind of reserved for when an area is kind of complete, because you never know how much room you're going to need. But I would say after we finish the Roman area, we can either do the backstage or start working on the Japanese area, whichever one. Gonna be leftover rice with leftover curryware sauce for me. Gonna have to improvise some other food, maybe ramen and pasta. Good luck. This takes longer than loading the park. Well, the reason for that is because when you do this mass select, the mass select essentially has functions built into it, like move or merge or split from. So because of that, there's additional functionality outside of just loading where the parts are. So that's why I think this takes longer. I think honestly this might be the last time we ever do a part count on stream. It just takes too long. I want to see if I can get more Can I get more of the coaster, you guys think, into the Hippodrome? Or is it fine kind of going half in, half out? I don't know. Why not segment per segment? Because that takes longer in a way. Because I would have to accurately kind of remember what segment it was. And even that, like, there's just so many parts. Looks more out than in at the moment. True. Well, keep in mind the Hippodrome is going to be mostly ruins. Anyways. So it's going to flatten out. And there's going to be ruins up through here. Too. Which is why I don't want to just call this thing the Hippodrome. Like, because it incorporates... Maybe I should just call it Fall of Rome. Or something like that. Like, that way, all the ruins just follow that theme, and there just happens to be a Hippodrome in there. Could call it Pompeii. Nah, that requires a volcano. I don't think we could call it Pompeii. I wonder if the game really did crash. But that's the thing, as soon as I go to close it, I bet it'll work just fine. It's loading. We got the selection. Here we go, guys. See what the menu says when it pops in here. So it looks like it's time for me to turn on my AC, even though it's 8 p.m. It's hotter than it would be most afternoons, yeah. Actually, do you guys still see the box? Or do you see things selected? 323,383 parts. So let's see who's the closest to 323,000 if I scroll up here. 350, 345 is Nadesco. 325 by Kevin Mead. Is anyone closer than 325? No. Doesn't look like it. Could name it after a mythical Roman creature? Probably. So, funny thing is, Kevin Mead. Kevin Mead. You win. You get a free spot in the parking lot. So let's unselect this. Let's get your slot in here. 323,000 total pieces. In this thing. Come on, deselect. Deselect. All right. Tell you what, we might have to name it later. Tell you what, I'm gonna write this down real quick so I don't forget. Do Kevin Mead won the guest today at 325k. There we go. I don't have a car anyway. I've been driving a license. Gonna go to work on that. Okay, well, good luck on that. All right, guys. That's it. That's it for Planet Coaster today. We're done. We're done. See you in another year. Happy to see some old faces swing by for some good old Alpine Odyssey, but don't know how often we'll do this. So, with that, thanks so much for watching. If you want, you can become a member today and support the channel, considering this whole stream just got copyright struck. Super chat for parking lot spots, whatever. Unlock emotes, and with that, we're gonna get on out of here. Also, there's a scone emote, guys. For the old Alpine Odyssey fans. We got scones. We got scones. See ya.